everybody, Moarhammer here, got another battle report for you. Pretty good one against Khorne with just Nurgle. It's not a battle plan, we're just throwing stuff into the middle of the board for carnage reasons, and we'll get straight into it right after the army breakdown. So here is a picture of deployments, and here's me on my side and him on his side. For me, you've got on the far left my Demon Prince, then my Harbinger of Decay, he's my general. Then I've got 15 Ungor, right behind them is a Great Bray Shaman and 10 Chosen. In the middle there, I've got a Plagueclaw Catapult, Epidemius. Just up from Epidemius is the Chaos Sorcerer Lord, and then 5 Blight Kings, kind of the other side of that building. And then just to the right, you've got a unit of 40 Plague Bearers, I think, so a massive chunk of them. Then on his side, starting on the left, you've got 5 Marauder Horsemen, a Skull Cannon, 15 Blood Warriors, 6 Skull Reapers in front of them, then a Chaos War Shrine slap bang in the middle. In front of the War Shrine is Valkyr the Bloody, then a Skull Cannon. Behind that, the Skull Cannon is 5 Wrathmongers and a Blood Stoker, this guy with a whip. Then to the right of the Skull Cannon, you've got a Slaughter Priest, a Khorne Lord on Juggernaut, an Exalted Deathbringer, and Skarbrand. So, I had less units than him, he had less units than me, I think. Either way, I go first. I think I did finish deploying first and chose to go first because I wanted to catapult some stuff. So the first thing I do is cast a Demonic Power on the Plagueclaw Catapult. I push everything forward a little bit, mainly just trying to get the... I get Inspiring Presence on the Ungors as well in case they got charged, so they wouldn't disappear too fast. Other than that, there's nothing, so we go straight into the shooting phase, and the Plagueclaw takes aim at Skarbrand, and only put a single wound on, which is a bit of a pain. I wound, he failed to save, and I roll a 1, so, oh well, shit happens. So to take a bit more off than that, but it's a start at least. With nothing else happening in the shooting phase and no charges, we go into his turn. And he kind of moves Skarbrand over into that ruins thing in case I get another shot at him. Everything comes forward. He puts a bunch of buffs on Valkyr. He puts the extra charge range from the Bloodstoker. He puts the +1 to wound from the Khorne Lord. I think he fails to get the War Shrine ability off on her, but she's a bit of a beast now, so that's fine. Everything else comes forward. His Marauder Horsemen on the left-hand side there come around the flank to take some shots at stuff. And other than that, nothing happens. So we go into his shooting phase. His Skull Cannon opens up on the Chosen, killing 2 of them, doing 4 wounds. That's fine. But nothing else of note happens. So we go into his charge phase, and Valkyr slams in here. It was an easy charge for her. Shouldn't have pushed these guys that far forward, but I was relatively confident here. My Blight Kings are a beast of a unit, so fingers crossed they do some damage. Fortunately not. They kind of get smashed to pieces. 2 of them die outright from just Valkyr, which is a bit sad, but hey, that happens. And when I go to attack back, I do absolutely nothing. I roll absolutely shite. So there you go. So we go straight into his turn. First thing that happens is his Slaughter Priest, that's the chap, does his weird spell and does 6 mortal wounds to these guys, I think, total. No, 4. He does 4 mortal wounds to these guys. Kills a whole Blight King and puts 1 on 1 wound, so that was great. Then he goes forward. He comes forward. He did get the double turn. So his Marauders come around the left-hand side. Skarbrand comes out, charging forward. It's not that subtle, to be honest. Everything comes forward as pretty much as far as it can. He doesn't do a whole lot of running because he wants to get charges in, which makes sense. So that's what happens. In the shooting phase, his Skull Cannon shoots the Blight Kings, and this is where he does 6 wounds exactly. The Blight Lord, so the champion, has 4 wounds. The other guy had 2 wounds left, so exactly 6 wounds left in the unit. And the Skull Cannon takes all of them off, so they are removed, which sucks. Then the Marauder Horseman throws some javelins at the Chosen and plink a wound off. That's what it is. And then we go to the charge phase. Skull Reaper's charging here, and that's fine. These guys are there just to get chopped up, so yeah, I can live with this. And then Skarbrand makes it in over to the Plague Bearers over here, and so does the Khorne Lord. Everything else, however, over there fails its charge, which is grand, and I'm happy about that. But Skarbrand looks pretty fucking angry. So he goes with the Skull Reapers first, because he wasn't worried about what I'd do with the Plague Bearers, and he's able to murder 13 Ungor. Oh, which is outstanding. Fortunately, they did have inspiring presence on them, I guess. That's fortunate. So they're dead. But then I go over here with my Plague Bearers. I do nothing to the Chaos Lord, and I also do nothing to Skarbrand, I guess. So it turns out I had 16 attacks, I think, on Skarbrand, and I hit with 2. Yep, a whole 2, which was fucking outstanding. So I think he goes with his. Actually, maybe I did wound. I think I did wound the Khorne Lord actually, which was nice. Then I attack with. I think he attacks with Skarbrand next and kills 4 Plague Bearers. One with Carnage and 3 with Slaughter, which is fine. And then his Khorne Lord on Juggernaut attack and kill another 5. And that's fine. So then we go to the Battle Shock phase, and I actually roll a 6 for my Plague Bearers, so a couple of them disappear too, which was sad. Yeah, so they're not doing too well. They're already significantly diminished, and there's a whole load of angry things about to hit into me, so that's great. So we go to my turn then, and I kind of move some stuff around a little bit. Epidemius' tally, unfortunately so far, was on absolutely nothing. I have not killed a single model so far, so it's not looking great. I put Demonic Power on the Catapult again. I put a New Inoculum, that's the Sorcerer's weird reroll 1s of a save power on the Demon Prince. I'm moving forward towards the Horseman, just with the plan of charging there. And my Chosen move within 3 inches, or to up to 3 inches to the Skull Reapers, so I was hoping they're going to make it in there and chop some stuff up. In the shooting phase, my Plague Claw Catapult opens up on these guys, on the Blood Warriors, and splats 4 of them, get 8 wounds, which is fantastic. And then we go to charges. So the Demon Prince hits the Marauder Horseman, the Harbinger of Decay, and the Chosen hit into the Skull Reapers. And if you just see there above the Skull Reapers, I fled with my 2 Ungor. Not a big deal, just hoping to get, make it a bit harder for his Blood Reavers to get where they wanted to go. That's what the idea there was. That's all my charges, so we go into the combat phase. And this is where I attack first. My chosen did get. I think I took the previous picture a bit too early. These guys did get demonic power cast on them, so they are, and the 5-up ward save thing from the Harbinger of Decay on them. So these guys are a bit sturdier. And lo and behold, they are able to murder 4 Skull Reapers, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, because of their unwillingness to die special rule, or whatever it's called, they do kill 2 chosen back, which sucks, but it is what it is. But there's only 2 Skull Reapers left now, and that's fantastic. And then the Harbinger of Decay kills another Skull Reaper, so that guy dies too, which is lovely. And then Skarbrand attacks and is able to murder 7 Plague Bearers. Or 6 Plague Bearers even. He'd murder 6 Plague Bearers. Oh well. Then I go over here with my Demon Prince, and I'm only able to do 3 wounds. I kill a Marauder Horseman and put a wound on another. And that's... it's fine, I guess. So then he attacks with his Skull Reaper, but manages to do nothing, which is fantastic. So that was worth doing. Then we go over here with my Plague Bearers, and they're able to do absolutely fuck all. which is fine, I guess. It is what it is, but hey-ho. And then we go to the Battle Shock phase, and he manages to roll a 6 for his remaining Skull Reaper, so that guy runs away, and that's fantastic. Really happy about that. So we go into the initiative roll-off, and I was thinking if I can win this, I might have a chance. My Chosen could hit into the Blood Warriors, so could the Harbinger. The Demon Prince could hopefully finish off that guy, those 4 Marauder Horsemen pretty quickly, and my Catapult could do something. You know, I might have a chance here. Obviously, he wins it. No other way to go, really. So he kind of moves stuff around a little bit. Valkyrie jumps over to take care of that catapult. The Blood Warriors come Blood Warriors come far as forward as they can, and so does that massive stuff by the Plague Bearers. So that's what happened there. In the shooting phase, his Horseman throws some javelins at my Demon Prince, and I fail my save, and that's wonderful. And then his Skull Cannon shoots the Chosen and manages to kill 3 of them total. So that was sad. The rest of the shooting does nothing, thankfully, and we go to the charge phase. So his Blood Warriors charge in here, and these guys are all pretty fucked. And then over here, the Exalted Deathbringer, Slaughter Priest, and the Skull Cannon all pile into the Plague Bearers to take care of them. So that's fun. And then over here, Valkyrie charged into the Plague Claw Catapult to deal with that guy. It's the one he does first because he's the one he just wants to get out of the way and is fairly easily able to deal with the Catapult. I also think he may have done this one first because at this point he was feeling sorry for me. But then I go with my Plague Bearers, and they turn it up a notch. I do 3 wounds to Skarbrand. So they're rolling out the box right now. Fantastic. Unfortunately, this just angers him more, and he smashes another 7 of them apart. So then the Blood Warriors go. They're able to kill. They're actually not able to do that well. They don't kill any of the Ungor or wound the Harbinger of Decay, but they just put a single wound onto the Chosen, which is fine. I can live with that. Then over here, I think is one of the remaining things go. I can't remember exactly what it was. One of them goes, kills 2 Plague Bearers. It's irrelevant at this point. You'll see why in a second. Spoilers. The Demon Prince then goes and is able to kill another 2 Marauders, which is fantastic. He's actually turning up a little bit now. Then I go with my Chosen. Yeah, and I think I'm able to put a couple of wounds around them, and the bouncing back ends up killing another one of my Chosen, which is great. Really enjoyed that bit. Then the Horsemen attack my Demon Prince and are able to put another wound on him, which was great. And then we go into a couple more things attack. The Plague Bearers kill a couple. They're not quite dead yet, but they're getting there. So we go to my turn, and there's very little left I can do. I move the Sorcerer and Epidemius over to Valkyria to try and maybe put a couple of wounds on her. I cast some spells here and there, largely moot. But yeah, so we jump straight into the combat phase. We've got no shooting. Charge in here to try and deal with this girl. And it is the one I do first. Unfortunately, I'm able to do absolutely nothing, I believe. With Epidemius, he completely fluffs. And then my Plague Bearers are easily dispatched. Easily. I think he only used like 2 of his 5 units. I think Skarbrand even went, so... Then over here I attack my Harbinger goes here and is able to kill a Blood Reaver, which is fine. And then my Demon Prince he attacks my Demon Prince but does nothing, which is great. So then he piles in with his Blood Warriors and is able to kill the last Chosen and take a wound off the Harbinger of Decay. That's sad. And then over here my Sorcerer goes and does nothing. But then my Demon Prince turns it up a notch and slaughters the remaining Horsemen. This might have actually been Battle Shock. Yeah, I think this was Battle Shock actually. So they piss off. So I'll kill the unit, yay! And there you have it. At this point, we roll for initiative and he wins it again. So, yeah, I call it here. That's the end of the game. What an absolute beating I took. It was brutal. I was in tears. No, I'm just kidding. Honest. So yeah, it was. It was still a fun game because we were laughing about it. I think he was feeling like he was like, oh god, I feel bad. So it was still fun. Enjoyed trying a couple of different things out, like that Harbinger as a general. But oh well, if a couple of more things gone my way, I'd have had a chance in this game. But it's just the way it goes sometimes. Shit happens. Skull Cannon's cannon you, and that's about all you can do. So there you go. It is another loss for the Legions of Nurgle, I'm afraid to say. But we will be back for revenge against the Khorne Legions. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and like the video, or follow me on Twitter at MoreWarGames. And I will see you with another battle report soon.